Deandra Giselle.
Hi guys, I'm back. I want to tell you guys all about highlight and contouring. The thing that I really want to express to you guys is that highlighting and contouring, that's really about sculpting the face. So the things that you want to accentuate and bring to light, that's what you highlight. The things that you want to kind of hide, that's what you conceal with the contour. So it's about sculpting your face and just accentuating different parts of your face. As you can see, I've already done my eyes, and that's because I really want to get in depth into the actual highlight and contour. If you guys do have questions about what I use on my eyeshadow, just let me know and I'll be happy to answer them. First, I'm gonna be contouring with powder. You can contour with cream or powder, but today I want to show you guys with powder. So when you do powder, you put your foundation on first, then you set your foundation, and then I like to go ahead and start with my concealer. So as I've said before, I'm going to use a primer. I'm using the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, and I'm going to put that all over my face. A small amount will do in an upward motion. Next, I am using my favorite foundation right now, which is Smashbox Liquid Halo in the color of number 9. This is what it looks like. I usually use about 4 pumps for my whole face, and my favorite brush right now is this brush right here that kind of looks like a toothbrush, and it's by Kaylin. And again, I apply my foundation in an upward motion. Recently, I did a class at my salon, and everyone was asking, why do you apply your moisturizer, foundation, everything in an upward motion? Well, you're going against the wrinkles. You don't want wrinkles. So go into upward motion. It's almost like giving yourself a facelift. I am going to do the highlight now. The reason why I'm doing the highlight now instead of after I set my foundation is because I do like to use concealer that is liquid for my highlight. So after I put all my liquid things on, then I'll go ahead and set it. I put my concealer on in a triangle motion. The reason why I do that, put it on like this, is because you can extend out, but remember, when you're extending out, you're accentuating that area. So when you're accentuating that area, if I bring my concealer out this way, what I'm doing is I'm making my face wider, and I don't necessarily want that for my face. Now, if you want to make your face wider, go ahead and pull that concealer all the way out. So you would bring it all the way out this way. The next part is I'm going to do my chin. The reason why you don't stop at just your forehead and your nose is because you want an even distribution of the highlight. So when you allow the sun to hit your face, naturally the sun hits here, this whole section. So you want to make sure that you highlight here. Don't just stop at your forehead and your nose. You have to do everything. I've been asked before, is highlighting and contouring a daily thing? Honestly, I usually go into depth with highlight and contouring when I have special events or special occasions, but on my daily, probably not as much. I do have a quicker face that I do for work every day. Okay, so I did my nose. What I did with my nose is I went ahead and I brought it up like so. The next thing that I like to highlight is my eyebrows. This is where you correct it if you've already did your eyeshadow. So when I'm drawing my eyebrows, I do always tend to make this eyebrow a little more rounder than this one. So when I do that, I correct it in this stage. You don't need a ton of product to do this part. Just highlighting it like that, and this is where I correct the eyebrow. And this is the start of your highlight. I'm gonna let you guys go ahead and see what I've done so far. Okay, now that we've done this part, it's time to use our beauty blender. And you are just gonna go ahead and tap gently. You're just tapping, you're not pushing. You're doing a nice tap motion. It's called stippling, to blend in so there's no harsh line. Let's do this side. Same thing. Okay, make sure you don't blend too much because you don't want to blend away your product. So if you notice, I didn't really blend the top of my nose. I didn't tap the top of my nose. I only did the sides. And forehead. So this is what we have decided to highlight. We're in our highlight stage. Now remember I said that you are going to set after you do everything that is cream or liquid. So what I am setting with, I like to set a translucent powder on everything that I highlighted that I used my concealer for, and then I use banana powder for what I just still have my foundation. So again, placing the translucent powder everywhere that I added the highlight. The importance of setting your foundation or anything cream or liquid is it gives you a longer wear time. After that, we use this right here from Sacha. Tap out any of the excess and go ahead and pat it on, rubbing gently. If you find that you have a heavier hand, you can actually use your brush a little bit further out because then that makes you have a softer hand. So with the contour, this is my favorite brush that I like to use. You are going to sculpt right in here. How you measure that out on your face, 2 easy ways, is you go ahead and suck in, and wherever you sucked in and your cheeks kind of concaved, that is where your contour is gonna go. My favorite contour palette right now when it comes to powder is City Color Effects. They have, and it's in the color Deep, and they have 3 different colors, and I don't really tend to use this one that much. As you can see, I use this. What I love about them too is if you ever forget, they have the instructions right here with the demonstration of where everything goes, and from here to here. You don't want to load your brush too much. You just want to build it up as you go. You do want to stop at least 2 fingers width away from your mouth. That's it for that side. Moving on to this side, same thing. When you're doing this, you want to almost think of a cylinder shape, how the light hits a cylinder shape, and I'll show you a picture. In a cylinder shape, this would be your darkest area right here. This would be medium, and then you'll have your light part. Now we'll do the top of the forehead. If you have a small forehead, then you want to bring your highlight further up and maybe not even put too much of this up here, or maybe skip that part, because if you have a smaller forehead, you obviously don't want your forehead to look even smaller. And this is how you get a slimmer looking face. This is called bronze right here. What you're gonna do is make sure all the dark color is off of your brush, and you're gonna dip it and put it just above your darkest brown or your first contour area. Just above. And what this does is it's bringing a little bit more light back into your face. This is the brush that you should use for your nose, and you don't want a brush that is any bigger than your pinky. You want to be able to control where it is. I'm going to do it in camera so you guys can see. Okay, now that we've gotten that done, I'm going to use my bronze color to continue down. And to help me, I do like to make sure that my hands are straight up and down. So if you wanted your nose to have to be wider, like look a little wider, if you feel like you have a really narrow nose, you would draw these lines further. If you wanted your nose to appear slimmer, you would do the same by drawing the lines a little closer together. Of course, you're not going to leave yourself looking like this. It's time to kind of gently blend it in. Okay. Now it's time to do the blush. I'm using Cheeky Blush Cream to Powder by Senna in the color Incarnate. I'm going to place it. This is my contour. Here's my bronzer right on top. It might even be on the bronzer. The bronzer is almost like your transition color from your contour to your blush. You can do a nice figure 8 motion to blend your blush and your contour, or nice circles. Totally up to you. Using a fan brush, I'm gonna lightly brush it against the highlighter, and right on top of the blush is where it goes. And on the other side. And it's your choice if you want to do the whole bridge of your nose here, or if you just want to do it on the point and my forehead. If you were going out and you wanted to be even bolder, you really could do like a fuchsia lip as well. So I'll show you guys with that one. And here is the complete look with the darker lip color if you're going out or if you just want to be a little bold. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If there's any specific looks that you guys want to see, make sure you let me know in the comments, or you can email me at deandragiselle@gmail.com. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye, beauties.